Hi, welcome to the Get Ready with God podcast. My name is Julie Taylor, and I'm your host, and I am not God. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm not even a scriptorian. I'm literally just a girl sitting in front of a microphone hoping God is real. The Get Ready with God podcast is the daily devotional podcast to help you see divinity in every day, every single day. I'm going to share something today that I actually shared on my friend Lisa's podcast a few weeks ago, and I know, content repeater, outfit repeater. I don't know what to tell you. I have to create so much content. Will forever be a defender of content repeating. So, Lisa is the ghost co-host of this podcast. She is often the one that I talk through things with, and almost anytime I say, my friend, I'm just really quoting her, and she's very generous in being the ghost co-host. She's going to be on the podcast for real soon, so get excited for that because she said she would, and we're going to record it. We're going to make it happen. Anyway, I was very, very honored to be on her podcast because I think she's a genius, and she's one of those people who, when she asks you questions, you just feel like you're so smart because she just makes you feel like you're a genius in what she pulls out of you. She's a masterful interviewer, and I could make this whole episode actually. I mean, I have a whole notes tab in my phone of Lisa's wisdom where I literally just have all of the things that she's taught me written down in one tab. So I really could just make this like a Lisa Valentine Clark tribute episode, but I'll try to calm myself down. I mean, I haven't even started. I'll save it for when she's actually on the podcast. But anyways, I did talk about this on her podcast. So you should go over there and listen to that episode. It's the Lisa Show. We talk about faith and religion and grief and all of the things. But while I was talking to her, I had this realization, and it was a new realization to me. And I kind of wanted to just put it here too, because I wanted to see what you guys think. But we were talking about grief and God and how we can feel forsaken and abandoned by God in hard times. And one of the most shocking things to me in the early days of my grief was how little I felt God, right? That's the whole origin of this podcast, is how desperately I had to fight to find divinity in every day at the darkest time of my life because I could not see God anywhere. And the reason that was surprising to me is because I had come back to faith. I was a God girl. Like, I believed in God. I prayed regularly. I had involved God in this whole experience. And then suddenly it was like radio silence. That's what it felt like to me. And it was really, really confusing. I was like, okay, so when I'm an atheist and I hate God or the concept of God, I'll get like inspiration and guidance from God. But when I'm trying to follow God and pray regularly, and then this terrible, tragic thing happens to me, he's not here to help me. Respectfully, WTF, you know? And it was really confusing, to say the least, and really hard for me. And since then, in looking back, I can see different ways that I have reconciled that void that I felt. One of them is that it just is that bad. Like, I thought that God wasn't there because the pain was so bad, but God was there and the pain was still that bad. That's just one thing that I've realized. Two, though, this is a new one for me that I actually do believe it's true. I think sometimes we feel like God is silent or not there, or at least not comforting us. Like, maybe we feel like he's there, but like we just don't feel comforted. But when I look back now, I think that one of the reasons maybe that's true is because to be told it's okay in a time like that is very dismissive. And I always like to give the disclaimer of like, I genuinely don't have any hard feelings or negative feelings over anything anyone has said to me about grief in the last 2 years. I'm just grateful anyone talks to me at all because it's scary. But one of the platitudes that's often shared, especially in like faith settings, is like, it's okay because you'll see them again, or it's okay because God is with you, or just like things that are meant to bring comfort, and they only hurt to me and it only felt bad to me. And one of the reasons is I think it feels dismissive to tell me in a time like that anything is okay didn't feel comforting. It felt dismissive. It felt like you're not really seeing the hopelessness of this reality. You're not really seeing the desperation of my pain if you think that any piece of me can accept that something's okay right now. And again, I don't speak for everyone. Everyone's very different in their grief. But I thought about God's silence in that time. What if that wasn't silence or abandonment? What if that was simply sitting with me in it? Because it wasn't okay. What if that was God's divine acknowledgement that what happened was not okay? My baby dying was not okay. Nothing about that situation was okay. That silence maybe was divine recognition what happened was not okay. God wasn't going to tell me it's okay because he knows what I'm operating with. So maybe from the divine perspective, it's okay and will be okay one day. But he knows my perspective. And from my perspective, nothing about it was okay. So to come in and comfort me by saying it's okay, that would not have been received well by me. It would have felt dismissive. It would not have felt helpful. And there has been comfort that has come with time. But in that early triage phase, I did not feel like God was comforting me. And now I look back and I wonder if that was divine acknowledgement that nothing was okay, because it wasn't. And I didn't want anyone to tell me that it was, because it was not. And I've really liked that thought. And so as I've been talking with friends who are going through hell right now in their own situations of grief, I've just fought the feeling to say it's okay, or it will feel better. Because the thing about grief that's also kind of messed up is that as it feels better, it also feels worse. Like, as painful as that beginning was, sometimes I almost wish that I could go back to that, because the pain was so great, because it was so present. It was like in every cell of my body still. And sometimes I crave that level of consumption of grief and pain, because it meant it was so real. It was so recent. And as I get further and further away, my biggest fear is that it just becomes something that happened. Anyways, we don't need to keep unpacking my grief, but I just wanted to share that. And maybe you don't resonate with it at all. Different people need different things for grief. And so that's why we all share our perspective and we all share our ideas, because you'll pick up one that helps you. And maybe this isn't the one that helps you. But if you have felt a divine absence in a really painful time, I want you to consider and try on the belief that that was God's acknowledgement of the pain, rather than comforting. Maybe he's just sitting there saying, yeah, it's not okay. And I'm really sorry that it's not okay. Comfort will come. Other things will come. But in that moment, no, it's just not okay. God doesn't think it's okay either. So that's not going to be the comfort that he offers. Just a thought. Just a little griefy faith thought for you. I have nothing to back that up other than my own idea and experience. So I don't know. If it helps you, pick it up. If it doesn't, toss it out. It's all good. There's like 100 other episodes that might help you if this one didn't. You can't win them all. Love you so much. Bye.